Hey everybody, if you've been here before, welcome back and thank you so much for coming back. And if you're brand spanking new, thanks for stopping in. I'm Kimberly and this is my kitchen. So we're gonna do a little cooking tonight. Y'all just sit back and relax. All right, I just want you guys to know that I'm not starving him before he leaves for work.
Yeah, but this ain't that.
It's not what's in the oven, I know, but you'll have it for tomorrow. I'll tell you how good it is.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so I hope everybody has had a wonderful day today. It has been a little gloomy here in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, or should I say Western Kentucky. Y'all let me know in comments, where are you watching from? I like to hear from everybody. If you've been here before, you already know that I love to hear from you and get comments. So y'all go ahead and talk to me and let me hear from you. Where are you from? I mean, where are you? Where are you watching from? That's what I meant. So I've been doing a lot of cooking with chicken lately. I'm trying to keep things a little bit healthier. That's not always working out in my favor. However, the chicken is always good. So hopefully you guys like chicken because we're going to do another little chicken dish tonight. It's going to be delicious. But I got a little ahead of myself. So I already got part of it prepared. I honestly wasn't going to film tonight or wasn't thinking about filming tonight. I don't know. I just had like a little absent-mindedness, you know. So when I decided to start cooking it while I was on the phone with my daddy, I'm thinking to myself, I need to be filming instead of just doing. Anywho, I won't be showing you how I prepared my chicken completely tonight because by the time you get to that part, it's already been de-tendoned and de-skinned. And I do tell you that later in the video because when I decided to film, I went ahead and got that part done and now I'm doing the first part. I don't know, this sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Anyway, y'all hang tight, it gets better. All right, so since I'm doing this, I need light. We need light so we can be clear. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting my chicken tenders and I'm gonna cover them up in spices. You can see that I honestly wasn't going to video today. I don't know why, because I need to be videoing. Y'all know I need to do this. But anyway, for whatever reason, I just wasn't thinking about it. So I started doing everything. I was on the phone talking to my daddy and I started doing all this. So yeah, I got the chicken de-tendoned and de-skinned and I got my smoked paprika. Let me just show y'all this. Smoked paprika on there. And then we're gonna go in with some garlic salt. I don't know if y'all can see this. I've got the camera at a different angle, so I'm trying to see myself, okay? But anyway, this is garlic powder, and y'all already know that I don't measure. That's probably about a tablespoon. So y'all just measure with heart, you know, by your heart. And then we're gonna go in with some onion powder. So this is onion powder. Again, measure with your heart. That's probably about another, I'd say at least a tablespoon, maybe a little less, give or take a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with this crushed rosemary. Crushed rosemary. It's gonna go in. I like the flavor of rosemary, you know? It just gives it a little different twist on your tongue, I guess you'd say, but not everybody likes it. So I'm not gonna put a whole lot in there. And then of course, you guys already know we like a little heat up in this kitchen. So we're gonna go in with some crushed red pepper flakes. And I'm not gonna do a whole lot of them. Just enough to give us a little heat here and there. You know, not every bite, but you know, it might come in a little bit here and there. And then I'm gonna take my hands, and I'm just gonna mix all this in. Now you can wear a glove if you want to. That's totally up to you. It's your preference, but I'm just gonna take my hand. These chickens are pretty dry. They're not, ooh, there went one. I'm gonna have to clean that up. They're pretty dry so that everything should stick on them nicely. Now, once you get them good and coated all over all of them, you know, I might even throw a little extra seasoning on there just to make sure. I don't know, I think I got enough. Don't want to over season. A lot of times I like a lot of seasoning. Y'all know that by watching my videos. You know I like a lot of seasoning, but actually I will add more later. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to leave it like this, and I'm going to go wash these nasty hands and get that chicken junk off my hands. Yuck. Hey, so I went ahead and cleaned up where I dropped the chicken on the counter too, because you know, you don't want to mess around with that chicken salmonella, whatever, bacteria stuff. Oops, sorry about that. I just dropped something. But like I said, I'm at a different angle, so I really can't see what I'm doing right at the moment. But I'm gonna tell you if I can get this in there. Hopefully it comes in good. I'm gonna go in with some, there it is, I think, buttermilk. Can y'all see that? I think I got you in there. But anyway, I'm gonna pour some buttermilk over this, just like that. I'm just gonna cover the chicken up like so, and make sure it gets down in there good, like that. All right, now, I have to run to town, but this needs to be soaking in the refrigerator for as long as possible. It doesn't have to, but I think if you let it soak for at least 30 minutes, you're good. Just to help tenderize it, and it should give it just a little bit of a tangy flavor, but not much. You may not even taste it, I don't know. This is actually the first time I've tried this. I've been thinking about doing it, and I haven't done it, so this time I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna see what happens here. Hopefully it's gonna be fine, but it should tenderize it and give it just a little bit of a different flavor. And then we're gonna use something different, and when I come back from town, I'm gonna start this video the way it should have been started, or I don't know, maybe not. But anyway, I'll show you what else we're using for this recipe, and it ought to be Crumbs delicious up in here. It should be smelling good again. So, okie dokie, y'all. I'll bring you back shortly. Gonna make this a one pan, one dish meal, okay? So, we're gonna line the bottom with some Aldi's riced cauliflower. Of course, I'm gonna add a little extra seasoning to this. I use some salted butter. I'm gonna have asparagus tonight because your girl loves asparagus. So we're gonna add it in there. Because we like a little bit of heat in this house, of course we're doing some crushed red peppers. I'm gonna add a little crushed rosemary that's added to our chicken. Gotta have some onion powder. You can't do anything without garlic powder, so garlic powder it is. Already know I love smoked paprika, so smoked paprika is in the dish. This is something different I haven't used before. It's pork rind, panko basically with pork rinds. My son uses this a lot. He makes a brined chicken that he bakes in the oven, and he uses these. He's on that carnivore, however you pronounce it, diet. And so he has to, of course, eat a lot of meat, so he comes up with different ways to cook it. So this is what he uses with the pork rinds. So we're gonna try it tonight. Now I can't do anything without cheese. So we got some pepper jack cheese going in. A little more heat, you know I got to. So Frank's red hot sauce. And you already know, if you've been here, you know I don't like to waste food. I don't like to leave things in the refrigerator. So I always try to clean out the refrigerator a little bit here and there when I can. Now I know we're using the riced cauliflower from Aldi's, but I had a little bit of cauliflower from my last recipe left over. That was where I used the chicken cauliflower bake. I can't remember what I called it, but it's in there. Go check out the video. But I have a little bit left, so we're going to use it tonight. And then the other night, I made birria tacos using the Aldi's birria beef mix, or well, the birria beef from Aldi's. And I used this for our tacos, and I had some left. So I'm just going to throw these onions and cilantro in with our riced cauliflower and put it on the bottom of these chicken tenders, and it's gonna be so good, y'all. That's an option because that's just what I had left over, so y'all don't have to do it. Of course, you know, you don't have to do anything I do. I make it where anybody can make it your own. So if there's anything that I do that you don't want to do in your kitchen, don't do it. I told you about my new toy, my new gadget. Oh my gosh, TikTok shop is where it come from. And she's amazing. She is. And I'll show you. Did I mention salt and pepper? I don't think I did. We gotta have salt and pepper. You already know. So salt and pepper, yeah, we're using it. Okay, first and foremost is going to be chicken. And I'm using chicken tenders again. They're always really nice and tender, and I can get that tendon out really easy, so I don't have to get rid of a whole lot of my chicken. And y'all know, if you've been here, you know how picky I am about my chicken. But anyway, you'll see this part. If you haven't already, you'll be seeing it. But I already put all of this, the chicken with the seasonings and everything, and it's been soaking in buttermilk probably for a couple of hours now. So, and you don't have to do that. I think I told you earlier, you don't have to do that. You can just let it soak for a little while, or none at all. Just kind of helps if you let it soak. Y'all seen me do the bag method many a times. Tonight is no different. So I'm gonna use some, whoops, let's get it turned around there. We're gonna use a little avocado oil because that's what I like, and it's healthier, I do believe. And I'm just gonna pour it in my bag, just like so. It doesn't have to be that much, see there? And this is gonna be for the asparagus. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the asparagus marinating in the avocado oil and some salt and pepper, and that's all that I'm gonna add to it, okay? And I'll be cutting the asparagus. I always like to go, I don't like a lot of the bottom stem. Now y'all can do this totally different however you want to, but I don't like all that down there. So I usually tend to cut mine about right there or at that bottom rubber band. Yeah, that's about right. I'm gonna cut it, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so just like I said, I'm gonna cut it right there, and then those stems will just fall off nicely. I could cut right above or move. I tell you what, this would be even better if you take that rubber band and move it down just a little bit to where it catches all this, cut on the other side of it. I don't know why I didn't do it that way. Y'all, I'm losing my mind, I do believe, sometimes. But anywho, there's our asparagus. Now, I've already added my pepper to the bag, so I'm just adding my salt. So this is how I do it, y'all. It's already got my oil in there. You saw me do that, so I'm just adding my salt and pepper. I personally like to take my bag once it's in there and just kind of get it all over the bag before I put my asparagus or whatever I'm putting in here. I like to do it like this and just get it all coated. I don't know if that helps or not. It might just be my crazy way of thinking. Who knows? But this is the way I do it. And then you can do it whatever way you want to at home. And you can let me know in comments exactly what you do. But now that we've got that done, I'm just going to take this and we'll open up the top because you want to have that closed. And take the rubber bands off of our asparagus. I think I took more, well, I know I took more than I normally do off the bottom of the asparagus. I usually have more than this. So, anywho, it's fine. It's good. It's still gonna work. I just wasted a little more than I should, and I don't like wasting. But anywho, so now that we've got that, we're just gonna close it up. And I've already got the bag coated, so then I'm just gonna, you know, do the same thing with the asparagus in there and make sure that I get all of that coated. Just like so. That looks wonderful. So while we're doing everything else, putting everything else together, I'm going to go ahead and get this set to the side and let it be marinating nicely. And like I said, all I did was use avocado oil and a little salt and pepper, and that's all I like in mine. Hey you guys, so tonight I'm cooking in my cast iron skillet, and all we're going to do with this is I'm going to take that chicken and I'm just going to put it in here and let it get brown on each side. That's all. So I'm going to use a little bit of the avocado oil, and then I'm going to take about, whoops, that splattered all over me, but that's okay. About 4 little slices of butter, and we're going to let that get hot for us, and then we're going to place our chicken in. But before we do that, I got to get the chicken in the panko. So let's go do that real quick. Y'all already know, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you now. My cooking videos are not perfect because I generally cook without a plan, and there's no telling what's going to happen or what place it's going to take. I don't know. I should have gotten the chicken prepared before I got the skillet ready to put the chicken in. So yeah, I'm not perfect. So if you don't know that, you know it now. Okay, these are our pork rind panko thingies. crumbs, okay? Panko crumbs. I'm going in with the Italian herb tonight, but I already took a little pinch. You know I do that anyway, right? So, look. They're really good. They're good all by themselves. Of course, you gotta like pork rinds. But anywho, there we go. So I've already put those in there. Now I'm just gonna doctor mine up a little bit because I'm gonna add a little bit of that smoked paprika. And I think I'm just gonna add just a few of these pepper flakes. I already have some in with the chicken, but it can't hurt. You know we like heat up in this kitchen. So there you go. And then yes, I use my hands. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. So I just use, that's just a little bit of smoked paprika and a little bit of pepper flakes. But anyway, there it is. So now all we have to do is take our chicken and roll it around in these and get it nice and covered. I don't have a very large cooking space, as you can tell, so you may not get to see this as well as I would like for you to. But anyway, we're gonna do the best that we can, right? So this is our chicken that we've had in the buttermilk soaking for a couple of hours. And I'm just gonna take each piece, one piece at a time, and we're just gonna throw it in this panko and get it nice and covered, okay? So get a lot on there because this is gonna be good, y'all. So then you'll have your chicken nice and covered with the panko, just like that. And then I have my avocado oil and butter heating up behind me on the cooktop, so on the stove. So once I get these done, we'll just move over there. I'll bring you with me. And as I said before, we're just gonna cook them until they're brown on each side. So here are all of our chicken tenders all pankoed up, looking good. They look good right now and they're not even cooked. What do you think about that? So we're just gonna go ahead and start adding these to our avocado and butter and start getting those to frying till they're a good golden brown on one side, and then we'll flip them to the next side. And then while that's going on, I'm going to be preparing our dish because, like I said, it's a one dish meal. So everything is going to go in my clear baking dish, and I don't know what size it is. So don't even ask. It's a bigger one. I don't know. I'm bad. Maybe a 9 by 12. Does that sound about right? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let these cook now. I'll bring you back. Those are frying up good. And this kitchen smells really good. What do you think? Does that look good to y'all? Smell good? Smells good to me. Y'all, that chicken has got this house smelling so good. But anywho, we're gonna let them do their thing. And I'm bringing you back around here and we are gonna get this dish started. Already went and heated this cauliflower up because I didn't get it out too late. I could have put it in the sink and just let it thaw on its own. But let me just tell y'all that whenever you open this, I'm using a knife. I know that's not the smartest thing to do. Just be careful because there's a lot of steam. This one's been sitting for a little bit, but you can still see the steam. So be careful when you open it. Don't get burned by steam. Let me readjust. Okay, I think we can see that. Yeah. All right, so I went ahead and buttered my baking dish, and then I'm just gonna take the cauliflower that I got at Aldi's, and I'm just gonna pour it in there just like that because that's gonna be the bottom layer of our dish. Now I'm just gonna, just even it all out across the bottom of the pan, that's all. Now you can do this with whole cauliflower too. I just had this in the freezer and I wanted to get rid of it. So I thought, well, we'll just try it this way. And we love riced cauliflower anyway. You've probably noticed I cook with it quite a bit. But anyway, that's all nice and smoothed out. So there you go. And I am gonna add my leftover cauliflower from the other night as well and let it cook. I am so sorry if I'm making y'all dizzy going back and forth, but it's time to flip this chicken to the other side because, like I said, I don't want it completely cooked all the way through. So I'm just going to flip this over like so I can get back over behind me and get this dish going because we want to put our chicken right on top of that cauliflower. Is there anybody else out there that is uncoordinated? All right, Kimberly, start over. Is there anybody out there who is as uncoordinated as me? I'll get it out in a minute, I promise. So like I said, I'm just taking some of this leftover cauliflower and I'm just placing it around the edges. That's all, just to get it in there and get it cooked as well. So I want to add in a little bit of pepper jack cheese here. So instead of messing up another bowl, I'm just going to do it right here, y'all. I've got my, whoops, I didn't put it down right. Hang on. User malfunction. Okay, now, there, it's not going to move. So I'm just going to grate this up in here with my little grater. See how nice that is? I'm so excited that I got this, y'all. All right, let's see how that is. That should be enough. So I'm going to take my cheese and I'm actually just going to spread it around the outside edges. And I'm going to cover the cauliflower with it. Now I'm making this recipe up as I go, y'all. I didn't have any kind of plan other than what I was going to use. I didn't know how I was going to put it together. So y'all do you put it together any way that you do. But this is kind of the way I do. And if you've been with me very long, you know how it goes here. All right, so I think we've got that. That's about all we need. Wait a minute, here we go. Let's go ahead and, we'll go ahead and finish this one out. We'll make it good and cheesy. How about that? Yeah. There we go. I love this thing. She is gorgeous and she works like a dream. So this is gonna be good and cheesy, y'all. Get what's left in here. And I'm making a big old mess. There, we'll put a little bit in the middle. Okay, we got that part done. And it's about time to come in. Maybe come in with some chicken next. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll do the chicken and then put the asparagus on top of that. What do y'all think? Let me know in comments how you would do this. Hey, look at that chicken. Yum, that looks delicious. So we're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my chicken on top. And if nothing else, y'all, I just want y'all to know that cooking does not have to be perfect. And if nothing tells you that more than watching me, well, I don't know what else could tell you, because I'm not a perfect cook. I am not a chef. I did not go to culinary school. I basically have just liked cooking, not necessarily cleanup, but I like cooking. So I just throw things together that sound good, or like I said, I've told you this before, I watch people do cooking. I watch cooking shows and things like that. And then I'll look at something they do and I'll just put it together myself, because I don't like to read. I think I told you this in the last video. I just don't like to read. So I think that's why I don't like to follow a recipe, because I don't want to have to be looking at it. So but I will say this, once I see a recipe and I kind of like what's there and I kind of tweak it a little bit, I don't have to follow a recipe, because I do my own thing and then I remember what I did for the most part, generally. Leftover crumbles from the skillet going in. Well, earlier when I was thinking about the recipe, I was thinking that I was going to take and do an egg wash with eggs and Frank hot sauce. So that's where the Frank's was going to come in. But I decided not to do the egg wash because I didn't really need it. But anyway, this is where I'm going to put my Frank's hot sauce. I'm just going to put it right on top of this chicken because I want to kick. Y'all already know. I've already said it. And if you know what it is, put it in comments. What do we like up in this kitchen? Tell me in comments. And if you can't remember, just go back to the first of this video or just watch any of my videos pretty much. But yeah, I'm going a little heavy on this Frank's hot sauce, y'all, because I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Goodness. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with the asparagus, and like I said, it may not be pretty, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. So the asparagus is going on there, just on the top. Make sure it gets good and done, and it's not too soggy, because I don't like it real mushy and soggy. I like a little bit of crunch, but not a lot of crunch, but I don't want it soggy. So we'll just put it on there like that. What are y'all thinking so far? Y'all let me know. Is it looking like something that you would actually eat? I hope so, because it's going to be good, I promise. I decided to go ahead and add about 9 little slices of butter, so 9 of these. And I've also decided I'm going to top it off with some Parmesan cheese. And that was a last minute thingy, so that's just kind of how I cook, y'all. So if this is not the place for you, thank you for watching and stopping in, and I hope that you do come back sometime, but I understand. I'm not everybody's kind of cook. But I'll try to make it easy, because I like quick and easy. And if I can do it, anybody can do it, y'all. Let me just tell you. So you don't always have to follow a recipe. You can make your own. All right, y'all, I think that's ready to go in the oven. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cover it. The oven is already set, so I'll be right back. My oven is set at 425 degrees, and I'm gonna put this in there with a timer set for 21 minutes. All right, let's put her in the oven, y'all. Just like that, she's in the oven. Can't wait to taste her. It's already smelling good in here. Y'all hang tight, stay with me. Don't you dare leave. Don't you dare leave. Did it to me again. You let me forget something. The cilantro and the onion that I wanted to put in with the cauliflower on the bottom. Guess what? It's got to go on the top now. Like I said, this is just completely optional, and the only reason I'm doing it is because I had it left over from the other night's burrito tacos, so that's why. Hope I didn't forget anything this time. I'll bring you back in a little bit. There's roughly about 5 minutes left on there, and I just decided to go ahead and pull the foil off to make sure the parm melts on top and try to get that asparagus cooked down a little bit more. So, you see it, there it is. It smells good. All right, y'all, they did it again. They called Charlie out early. So our dinner is like a little less than 5 minutes away from being done now, and he's got to leave. He can't even try it. So he's getting leftover burrito, all these beef burritos for his lunch on the way out the door. So hopefully I can do it justice, but y'all won't get to see what he thinks about it. I'm so sorry. He'll be here next time. All right, I just want you guys to know that I'm not starving him before he leaves for work.
Yeah, but this ain't that.
It's not what's in the oven, I know, but you'll have it for tomorrow. I'll tell you how good it is.
Oh, thanks.
What is that you're eating?
It's the burrito beef on a hot dog bun.
How good is it?
Sorry. The beef is good.
It was really good on those tacos, wasn't it?
I'd much rather have what's in there, though.
I know, it's going off. It's time to come out.
Yeah. About any time for me to leave.
So sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, y'all heard it. It's time to get her out. Let's see. I hope she's gonna be good. Ooh, it's hot in there. Y'all look at that. Look at that. And I did put her on broil for 2 minutes because I just wanted to get the top a little done. That's the way I like mine. Doesn't that look scrumptious? I'm so excited. matter, Charlie?
And I ate beef on a hot dog bun.
Does it smell good? Okay, y'all, like I said, she's out of the oven. Cheese is nice and melty. And that, I almost said cauliflower. But the breast, good Lord, Kimberly, get it right. The asparagus has the nice little, can you see those little tips? See how they're browned? That's from the broiler, where I put it on broil. I broiled it on high for 2 minutes. So anyway, she's smelling good. She's looking good. I can't wait to try it. I just wish Charlie didn't have to leave. But anyway, he's out the door with food in hand, and we've got plenty of leftovers for tomorrow. So y'all are just stuck with me again, tasting the food for Charlie and for y'all. Asparagus is good. Let's check on the rest of it. Ooh, look at that cheesy goodness. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. It's falling. So I'm making sure to get some of that nice cheesy cauliflower. And then, gotta have the asparagus. All right, what do y'all think? It's still steaming. It's looking good. This whole place is smelling so good, y'all. Look. I'm so excited. That's all angles. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh. If y'all could just smell this. It smells so good. So, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's take a bite. Brought you down just a little bit because I want to show you. So, I'm just going to cut into this chicken and look at that, y'all. That chicken is so tender, it just pulled apart. Does that not look amazing? It's a little hot, so. Oh my gosh. The flavors are, let me raise me up a little bit. First of all, the chicken is so tender, so moist, and you saw me, I just cut it with a fork, no problem. It has all the flavors. You can taste a little bit of the smokiness from the smoked paprika. I can taste the buffalo sauce because I put a good portion of that on top of it, you saw me. The panko is so good. I've never cooked with it before, but that was delicious, and I can taste it. All the herbs and stuff, the flavors in that panko. And then a little bit, just a slight on the back, a back note of the crushed bell peppers, or not bell peppers, crushed red pepper flakes. Just a little hint on the back side. But, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, and I got a little bit of the cilantro and onion flavor in there. All right, let's see what else we get a bite of. How about, let's take a bite of this cauliflower. So that's the regular cauliflower. My hands are shaking. I don't know why. What's wrong with me? It's hot. But good. The cauliflower is so tender, y'all. It cooked just the right amount of time. The hot pepper cheese that I put on top of it, and it's all melty and gooey. The flavors, you can taste a little bit of the butter. You can taste all the flavors that drip down from the chicken. You can taste all those flavors on that cauliflower. It was really good. Really good. So now I'm going to go under here. And this is the riced cauliflower. Can you tell the difference? So that's the rice with the cheese melted on it. That is so good. That is so good. Oh, y'all. I can't even sit here and describe it. You cannot take my word for it. You just have to try this. And like I said, if there's anything you want to do different, do it. Do it. If there's anything you don't want in there, leave it out. You don't have to do exactly what I do. I make up my own recipes, and then you can make up your own recipe. Just let me know in comments what you do and how you like it. That's all. But, whoo. I'm going to be a stuffed little piggy tonight. Because this is good, and I don't want to quit eating. Oh my God. That is so good. That's good. Make it. Try it. Let me know what you think about it. Okay. I'm going to get off here. I know you guys are probably about done hanging out with me for the moment. Until the next video anyway. So, here in Kimberly's kitchen, it's Kimberly's way. And I hope you liked it. I hope you like our content. And if you do, I really, really hope you'd go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because it helps us out a lot. Plus, it gives me the little goosies all over. And talk to me. You know I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment. That's what the comment section's for. Leave comments in the comment section. If I need to do something different, put it in comments. But if you like what I'm doing, put it in comments. I love to hear from y'all. Y'all, come on, talk to me. But anyway, and also, if you haven't already, if you have, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and we're so glad you're here. But if you haven't, we hope that you will consider subscribing. And if you find that you don't like us later, you can always unsubscribe. But I really don't think that'll happen. I think we're pretty cool to hang out with. And Hare's Last Resort Adventures is for a reason because we do different things. We do some camping, which was the original thing. And life has just been a little different this year. So, you know, but we got other ways or other directions we can go. So anywho, we do a little bit of camping. We do restaurant reviews. And we do cooking in Kimberly's kitchen. So hopefully you like something there. You can always check which playlist you want. So if you don't want to see camping, whenever you subscribe, you can mark that off. You know, I think it's that easy. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Now I'm rambling. The ADD is really coming out. I'm just rambling. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to finish my dish. I'll just really want you to remember, gosh dog it, he might have to cut some of that out because I get to talking and then it just goes blah, 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 and then I don't even know what I'm saying because I get all tongue-tied. So I need to slow down. Anywho, whatever is going on in your life, if it's good, bad, ugly, pretty, whatever it is, always remember and don't ever forget. Keep your head up and your smiles on. And come go cook with us. Come on along.